So it's too warm to fire up the wood cook stove to cook. So I had ordered this little rocket stove, and Kalon is firing it for the first time now. We just put this, it's not hot yet, lentils and quinoa. Let's see how it turns out. You're supposed to set it up on blocks, but we didn't have any, so we just had this old pressure washer frame that we use for our water pump, and that's what we're using. This is a self-feeding rocket stove. Once you put the sticks in there and get it going good, as they burn, they just slide down in there. You don't have to keep pushing them in. I got this online. I have these on the web page, I think, but I haven't tried it yet. This is the maiden voyage.
Well, we're going to do a review on our newly purchased rocket stove. We had made lunch with it. We had red lentils and quinoa, and we had baked it in a cast iron kettle. And so I'll start from the beginning. To me, this is the surface that the kettle sets on right here, and you can see that this middle part is a little bit higher than the other part, and so the kettle was kind of unstable, which when it come to stirring it would spin, and I was just a little unsure. I just think it would be better if it was a little bit bigger. But I'll go back to the beginning. To start the stove, actually it was very simple. Now if you look at this section here is for twigs, which smaller than this would be better. To feed the twigs in here, and the air draws through here, it's a natural draw to bring the flame up, and that worked really nice. But I just threw some paper, cardboard, and some little branches down in there, dropped a match in there, and it lit up on its own, and it had a good draw of air through there. So the fire, starting it, was very simple. But I did learn as I was tending to the fire that it is best to use smaller branches, smaller than this even, and not to use wide ones like this, because when you put these in, it blocked the airflow. And so when I used smaller branches, airflow was much better, and it produced very good heat. And it really didn't take all that many branches to cook, and it was about, I didn't have my watch with me, but it was between 20 and 30 minutes that the cast iron pot was on here with the lentils and quinoa, and it cooked up real nice. And matter of fact, when we were done, I brought a little kettle out and made some popcorn. So, and it was warm, hot enough, it actually popped the popcorn just fine too. But all in all, I would say this here rocket stove was priced at $100, which I would say is overpriced, because you can build your own rocket stove much cheaper. But like I said, this part I think should be bigger, and the stands here with the legs should be a little wider to give it more stability. Now whoever made this probably didn't design it for as big a kettle as we had on it, but all in all it worked real fine. It heated real good, and was very pleased with it.
Got a little handle too.
Yes, and there's a little carrying handle. And what I found too is when I was gathering twigs, some of them were wet, and so what I did is I laid them in here, and actually by the time these were done burning, it actually had dried these out, so that was very convenient, and I was able to use them and burn them later. But all in all, it worked as it should. But again, like I said, just the couple features I would change, but I would recommend building your own. You can do them, very economical, but they're very nice, because we were looking for a way of doing it without having to cook in the house with a wood stove, of course, in the summer. And so this worked very good for a one-course meal. Now if you had a couple items, you probably would want to use a gas stove or something else, but all in all I would say it worked good. and we were well satisfied.
See you on the next video.
See you in the next video.